Hello everyone, Megabuild Games here, and welcome back to episode 8 of Megabuild. We're doing this in 2 times speed because I wanted to get this finished off. Just working out loads of like the workspaces and stuff. I originally wanted to go in with like tables, just like legit tables, so that we could so it'd be easier to stick computers and stuff on them. But in the end I moved on to counters because they were the only things that like combined in a nice easy way, like they joined, whereas tables don't, and it's annoying. And it would be nice if we could have at least one joining table, just to be nice, because you know it's important. So I decided to just do counters and bar stools, like comfortable bar stools, obviously, for the study areas. I mean, like I've said before, I drew a lot of my inspiration just in general for everything from like the buildings at my university that I've been studying at. Yes, this feels, we have like big tables, like huge tables where people just desk it up and just study in our library, so that was the whole thought process behind that. And yeah, that was basically it to the thought process behind this bit. I obviously go around and do the same on all sides here. I believe I do, actually I don't do it on all sides, I do some more comfortable sitting areas because we also have those at in our university library. So yeah, I was trying to make it quite a decent library, like with a lot of resources, like obviously the old cafe, and just like loads of computers, all that kind of stuff, all the funds. I then go in and decide, hey, I don't actually want that colour of counter, so then I go back in and change everyone manually because I am a bloody idiot. There we go. I'm a genius. Anyways, I think I haven't started on the next build yet. Like I said in the last episode, or the episode before, I can't even remember, that you guys should give me suggestions for what I should do next. But I think since I've got to kind of make a start on recording them, like pretty much now, I think I'm just going to head back and do some more residential for this next build, and then the one after that can be of your choosing, because yeah, I mean I want you guys to, I'd love it if you guys came up with some good ideas for the builds and stuff, obviously, because it's awesome and it's fun, and yeah, so I can't wait to be able to use your ideas. But at the moment I've kind of got to kind of work out some buildings before I can move on to those. That was the worst explanation of things ever, can I just say. I know what I meant in my head. I'm sure you probably got the drift of where I was going with that. So yeah, I start off with these university life. I don't know why I had a mind block then. University life couches, because I was like, I want some writing sort of areas with more comfortable seating, and they worked alright. They seemed kind of benchy, like comfortable benchy, and that kind of worked for me. But then I was kind of struggling to find the exact spaces, like work out the exact spacing I needed. And then I moved on to using a sectional couch. This one came from 70s, 80s and 90s stuff. It is quite lovely. I decided to do this with this couch because, I don't know, it just kind of worked, and then we stick kind of reasonably interesting tables in. And then I kind of split it up with some of those fences from downstairs. I don't know why that one wouldn't change colour. So, yeah. Oh, it did in the end. Well, one of them did, I believe. And then it changed back. Yeah, that was a really odd one. And I don't know why it happened the way it did, but it did. So, yes. Then just, like, trying to work out more spacings where I could put them. It doesn't end up being too cluttered. There's quite a lot of space around this bit. The main reason for that is with the tables, you kind of want to optimize space. I mean seating. Like, I know that one in the center, there's only got like 2 people can really sit there, but a lot of the rest of them have a lot more spaces where people can sit. And then obviously I cut it over this side because fun times. So yeah, I just did this speedy one so that I could get the library done in 4 episodes, because if I didn't get it done in 4 episodes, we might be struggling on time for everything, because there's a lot of lots in the university neighbourhood, and we won't get it done before Sims 4 comes out, but we may as well try. Plus, it might come to the point where Sims 4 build mode is so innovative that I can't go back to using Sims 3 build mode. I don't even know. It might be the case. I know after Sims 2 I can go back to Sims 1. So let's hope that it's not so bad, because I would like to carry on doing it. I would like to carry on finishing this off, because it's quite a big task I've undertaken, and I would love to see it through. So yeah, and then up here, this is where we have kind of like, I'd call them like seminar rooms, more so than anything else, because I don't know, they just feel much more like, it's me scrolling in very closely to everything. They just feel a lot more like rooms that we have as seminar rooms, just around all sorts of buildings, not really in the library, but in other buildings. That's what I was planning to do here, but to begin with, I was trying to work out like a meeting room style of room here, but then I was like, that's going to take way too many tables for this size and fit way too many Sims in. Why do I not just make like a miniature seminar room? Well, it's not really miniature. Seminars are meant to be quite small groups. They're not always. I mean, my seminars this year had about 30 people in, and that's more than like my sixth form classes had. So yeah. There is loud noise outside. That's why I stopped talking. I was just like, there is some extreme loud noise and I don't know why. But yeah. So I kind of just go with stuff, go with things. You know how it is. I don't know why I like to place furniture before I colour it. Like, if I'm going to duplicate it, like, I would always put in counters before I've coloured them. Like, I'd always do an entire set of couches, not couches, like counters. That's what I'm saying, excuse the chair. I'm trying to say words, and you know what I'm like. I can't always say the words I'm meant to say, because I'm a fudging idiot. I said fudging, guys. Be thankful. I could have said something much worse. But yeah, again, we're just playing the whole game of, I'm gonna copy this room 4 times. Because, yeah. But yeah, once we've done this, we go down to the lower floor, and I'm about to sneeze, and then we do some like quiet study areas, like individual study little cubicles kind of things that I'll kind of explain when we get there, and some like computer room type areas. Or just computer areas, I guess, because they're not necessarily rooms, because they're just offshoots of the main area, I didn't want to put books downstairs. I don't know why. I feel like it was just gonna, if I put books in, it would make it less spacious and the walkways would be obstructed, even though they kind of are. I don't know, that was kind of my thought process behind not putting books in the bottom floor. So yeah, gotta take out that one chair that I did wrong and then fix up all the rest of them that may have accidentally been kind of awful. But yeah, so that was that. I also stuck in a couple of picnic tables and individual study tables on this floor. I felt like there's a lot of individual study table type things in our on like all 5 floors of our library, because we have a 5-floor library where I'm studying, and yeah, that's kind of I think that's cool. We have them like around the book. You have like the bookcases in the center, and then around like 3 edges we have like those sort of individual. They're more like study cubicles, like what I'm going to talk about in a second, but it's kind of true. And I used these picnic tables. I don't know, I liked them more. They didn't have that. They looked more sturdy, and I felt like they would be more sturdy in a place like this. So yeah, that was the thought process again. But yeah, these I thought it'd be nice to stick some tables outside, you know. Who doesn't love a good picnic table? But my library at my old school, actually, we had picnic tables outside the library. So I guess that was kind of where I was going with that. I don't know. I wasn't thinking that at the time, I don't think. It may have been a subconscious little thing. Gotta love the work of the subconscious mind. You know how it is. I actually really like the look of this building. It may seem a bit big and a bit like a concrete block, but I still kind of love it. I don't know, it feels kind of real, like realistic in a way. Because a lot of a lot of buildings are concrete blocks. You gotta admit. I also don't know why I did this out here, but I did. I was working out a fence, and I wanted like a slightly fabric-y kind of wall thing. You'll soon see what I'm on about. I kind of create this kind of interesting amount of space where we do these individual study cubicles. I'd consider it like a quiet sort of study area. And I take the carpet from that floor, put it in. I don't know, I felt like carpet makes things soft. That makes footsteps like sound less footsteppy. So that's good. That was the thought process. I mean, there is like a little bit of like laminate flooring in our library, and my general pair of shoes that I wear from day to day they're boots, but they're not high heeled, but they still click like they were high heeled. So yeah. And so yes, this, as I'm doing here, this is the little individual cubicles. Basically, they're like little blocked off spaces, kind of like office cubicles, with just like a desk and a lamp, and we have them all about the shop at uni. All about the shop. And I was just trying to work out how to fit them in the most conveniently, I guess, was the idea. And then I just decided, hey, I'm just gonna take these out. Just take these corner ones out because it works better. So yeah. And then I did some more some more cubicles. That's what I meant to say. And luckily it was all even and nice. And we got some decent sized walkways as well. which feels like a little bit of a waste of space, but no, not really. And then we get some nice entrance doors in, one on each side. Make sure it's all good and proper. I don't know what I'm doing at this point. Just sitting there like, what am I doing? Okay. We use these tables apparently. And I just kind of lodge them in. We have kind of like weirdly cornered ones. Well, they're kind of like exam desks, but like bigger. You know those ones that. Oh, I don't know. I give up. You know, like those like miniature tables that slide up next to you in like lecture theatres. I know when I went to another university for a lecture day when I was at school still, there was these things. So I know they exist. I'm not just talking mental, although it could easily be believed. So yeah. And these are the computer resources just in every corner. Normally I'd prefer to keep them all in one place, because if you had to go to every single room to kind of check that the computer places aren't full, that kind of sucks to me. I don't know about you guys. I guess it would also be a pain for IT though. That's the only gripe, probably. Well, there'd probably be more gripes. I'm just making shit up now. You know what I'm like. I'm me. So yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of like empty space in this hallway, but I feel like a lot of places like this have a lot of empty space. So I kind of was like, yeah, that works for me. Finally turned off move objects because it was being a pain in the ass. Because computers didn't like going on dining tables, apparently. So yeah. We're coming very close to the end of this now though, so that's good. And we'll move on to a different style of dorm next time, and obviously we will then move on to whatever you guys want. It'd be great fun to build a student union at some point. That's going to be a big one. That might take 8 episodes rather than 6, because it's like a pretty big place with loads of little things in. And then here comes that fun of lighting. I start doing this. Do I do this? I can't remember whether I end up just giving up and putting bi-debug lights in. I feel like I should have. I feel like I really should have. Because in a community lot, you don't always want lights to be in your face. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, custom intensity did not work. Set it to 5 and then all lights only considered like one corner of the room. Here we go. Bi-debug. And I'm like, come on, just give me some light. And the light just glitched. And then I just gave up and was like, I'm just gonna put loads of big bi-debug lights in, because you know how I do. One in every corner, then one in amongst bookshelves, you know. Yeah, you know the score. Doesn't matter that they're all not even, you don't see them in live mode or live mode. I've always said live mode. I probably had this debate with you before, but it's true. Weird glitches happened with lights. I really don't understand why they glitched so much. But they did. even put some outside because I'm a good person, you know. So yeah, and I think that is pretty much it. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. We'll be moving on very shortly. I will see you in the next episode.